Houston, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearkats, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bearkats will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work first. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
They've got the screen set up. At the 35, he's loose. Lowers those pads. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series. Taking a shot down the field, they got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Manning. Release to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got it. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. Touchdown Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
Now, I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Sam Houston's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the face. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle.
Oh, a lot of space. Turning it on.
I love the bootleg right away out of the quarterback. Why? Get him outside the pocket now. When he's that dynamic, that fast, you get him out there quick, you get him in space. Now you got to bring this athlete to the ground with an option to pass the football. Really, really hard on defenses.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I'm wondering if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo, get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He's got him. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. He put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Watson. Catch in the middle. It's Humphries. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. He'll throw on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Bearkats getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Black. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Bearkats in the hurry-up. He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Wants to throw. It's Watson. On the move and looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 7 over the Groupers. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Ready? Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quickly out to the tight end.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play. Ready to try the point after.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Makes the quick grab. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the Bearkats want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up.
Catch inside the 25. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He's got it down the middle. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt. And you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open. So I'm going to continue.
He's loose. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing. This offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. It's caught. Turning on the Jets. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
They'll throw it from the red zone. On the run, still looking. Trying to get rid of it. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. Gonna run it. It's Porter. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Gets it across the 25. He'll step out of the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. And the Bearkats will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Longhorns need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Good timing on the quick out. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Longhorns are rolling down the field. They go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Manning. They'll run the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down goal to go. punch it in on 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Bearkats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And this defense doing what it does best. Get after the quarterback. That's their 3rd of the day. They're #1 in the nation at getting the quarterback on the ground. That's why they've had such a successful unit.
Punt is in the air. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Guys, sometimes they call this hidden yardage, and the punt return man set them up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen?
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Porter. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Bearkats will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Texas offense. Moving away from pressure. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Dropping back, it's Manning. Forced out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 24 over the Bluebirds. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to get... find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
And the Bearkats will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Running into the open space. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Wide open spaces. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. With jet sweep pass. Looking for the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texans!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The corners are walked up tight. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Bearkats will hustle to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds.
Illegal block on the back. Return team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Manning. With the catch, it's Moore. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark it down at the 28. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. Works the middle of the field. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
The AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Power football with the run. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snagged in the middle. It's Phillips. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bearkats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Taking it the other way. Inside the touchdown, Texas. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by just 1 over Nevada. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing.
It's a seam wide open. There he goes. Inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The clear defensive strategy here is not to do whatever it was they did on the first play. They'll try to come up with a stop after giving up a huge gain. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his hand quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Got it in the middle, it's Phillips. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The run to the left. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Flying down the right side. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time in this game they've recovered a fumble, taking it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to the back. Lots of running room. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. Sets up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bearkats line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they stopped him in the backfield on third down and short. And the Bearkats decide to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got an open man. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And the Longhorns are on the move. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas! If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's third and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down. But there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, fourth and short.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Back to pass, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to run it. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Yes, if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wingo. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Leaves it with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Bearkats will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Manning. With the catch, it's Moore. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The give from the gun. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Get it out on the screen. Runs through the tackle. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Bearkats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Garza. And the Bearcats brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Here comes the heat. That's reeled in. It's more. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The run from the shotgun. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat.